Hello Aquarius, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Innate Wisdom. This is Agnes. I'm an intuitive and a tarot card reader. I do general love readings for the collective and also for each zodiac sign bi-weekly. If you enjoy my videos, please support my work by pressing the thumbs up and by subscribing to my channel. These messages are general and may not resonate for all of you. So let's get started with this general love reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And my first question to the tarot is the person on your mind. Let's see what we can know about them. What are they up to currently? What's their general attitude towards you and the situation that the two of you are in? So let's see what we can find out. The Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So there's some kind of backstabbing going on, some kind of betrayal, letdown, mistrust. I feel like maybe you have lost your trust in this person despite of the grand chemistry, because you know the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, it feels like the two of you are very attracted to each other. Maybe there's lots of sparks flying, there's lots of passion and maybe sexuality. And this relationship, it feels like maybe it's almost like it flames up very suddenly and maybe unexpectedly, but then the fire can die down unexpectedly as well. And I feel like it's because maybe somebody's too much up in the head. Maybe your person is not feeling their heart. They're not finding their way through their heart. And that's why they betrayed you. It's almost like they're afraid to feel their feelings, but they want to talk to you. You can expect messages from this person. You can expect the chemistry again to kind of light up this relationship. So I feel like a new beginning is somehow on the horizon, but it feels like this Ten of Swords is still unforgiven, whatever this was. And I feel like this happened. It could even be a breakup between the two of you. A breakup, a separation, distancing from each other. And this was done cold-heartedly. It was almost done in a way that the other person didn't care about you. It's definitely presenting a block between the two of you. So let's just get a clarification for that. And for the clarifications, I'm going to be using a different deck. So let's see. What is this Ten of Swords about? And we have the Four of Wands. I feel like this relationship between the two of you is super intense. It could be even a soulmate type relationship, twin flames, where the two of you are really on the same wavelength. And I feel like maybe the two of you were headed down a very happy path, and then it suddenly ended. I feel like this person, they either ran away because this was too intense for them, or some kind of emotional memories came up for them, blocks came up for them, they didn't know how to handle it. It was, I feel like I'm just hearing it was too much of something. So but the Four of Wands is absolutely that intense connection. And also you might be dealing with a fire sign, such as an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius type person. They have a lot of passion in them, enthusiasm, and I feel like intense chemistry with you. So let's see, what else do we need to know about this Ten of Swords? Why did that happen? The Two of Wands. So maybe they needed to, you know, all of these Wands cards, it's like the fire is out of balance. It's almost like maybe there's too many ideas and too much enthusiasm, but when it comes to actually taking steps, it's almost like the flames go out. And I feel like the Two of Wands is indicating that there's either distance between the two of you, or there was a decision in the past that was not made in your favor somehow, and that really backstabbed you, because I feel like you two were on a different track and then this person let you down. Okay, that's the story I'm getting so far. So Aquarius, let's check out now your energies, and that's of course going to tell us more about the story, to see what is going on from your point of view. So let's see, what are your cards? The Two of Swords, Judgment, King of Pentacles. So, you know, I feel like you definitely want stability from this person. You want commitment from this person. But right now you're not showing them emotions either. The King of Pentacles is someone who likes to feel safe and secure, and they're not so much about emotions. They're more about comfort zone and safety. And you might be a good businessman or a businesswoman, and you might be very stable financially. You might be very successful in your job. And I feel like, you know, you're facing some kind of an indecisive energy. This is coming from somewhere. And it could be that your person is being indecisive towards you. And this is where it's coming in. It's your experience about your person, that you're experiencing this indecision. They're too much up in the head and they cannot make a good decision because they're excluding their heart. They're excluding their feelings. It's almost like they are unable to, it's not that they're unable to, it's just that they're afraid of losing control, and they don't want to contact their feelings. That's what I'm getting from the Two of Swords. It's indecisiveness. It's almost like they're wobbling all the time. Maybe they're changing their minds. They're not stable. Maybe they do make a decision and then they come back and change their minds. And then here's the Judgment card, which means that your heart is being called towards this person. It's almost like you want a restart. And the person also wants a restart with you, but they're afraid of commitment. That's what I'm hearing. Because the Page of Wands came up on their side. And the Page, and so did the Ace of Wands. Both of them indicate a new cycle. But the Page energy is very immature as opposed to a King. A King is very mature. The King is very much in their own power. So this is where you come in. You're very stable on your own. And I feel like you do stand your ground. And this person seems like a page compared to you. Very immature, very much maybe trying to find themselves, trying to figure out what they want out of their lives. And it could be that this whole relationship is bringing them such a newness to their life, which they're new in. They just don't have any experience, you know, handling this kind of an intense love relationship. That right now the Page is not ready to make big decisions. The Page is about communication. It's about getting started. And by getting started and taking steps, you gain experience. But that's natural in the beginning of any cycle. But it just feels like right now the Page is indicating your person's level of commitment, maybe, that the Page is not ready to commit, is what I'm feeling. So they want to explore this cycle. That's the general feeling I'm getting. So let's get a clarification now for this Two of Swords, and let's see what we can find out about this indecisive energy here. Why the indecisiveness? The Hangman. So a change in perspective is needed. Something needs to be seen differently. And the Hangman comes up as a stagnating energy when somebody is not using the opportunity to actually explore their situation and to observe and be open to something that could bring in a new insight. And often the Hangman energy can be very healing for a situation, or if a relationship is stuck, for example. Maybe if one of you, you know, is stuck, maybe in this case it's your person. They just need to be open to seeing something differently, and it could actually resolve their fears, their doubts, how they see themselves, what they think of their abilities or their situation, because I feel like there is a solution out there. It's just that they're not open to seeing it because they're afraid of their feelings. They're not open to seeing that solution. So that's why the Hangman energy is here. It's almost like, you know, this character is upside down because they're literally looking at their universe from an upside down perspective. So, all right. So right now I feel it's bringing a stagnating energy, like nothing is changing. Everything is just the same day to day, but it's because they're blocked. So what's the reason for this block? Let's get a card. The Knight of Wands. You know, there's so much passion and fire here. So I feel like it's just, as time progresses, you know, at first the Page of Wands showed up. Now we have the Knight of Wands. So it's almost like as time goes on, your person might gain more experience handling this situation. But the Knight of Wands is still very much about their freedom, very much about exploration. They want to see the world. They want to gallop in all directions, so to say. And the Knight of Wands is still not ready to commit. I don't know if this person actually keeps their options open. I don't know if they're dating many people, maybe, because it's so much passion and sexuality, sexual energy is coming up. The question is, are they able to keep this under control, or are they keeping multiple options so that they can always have somebody when they need somebody? Or are they about commitment? Because from their side, I don't really feel the commitment energy. I feel it from your side, Aquarius. So let's now check out their current feelings for you. Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So, so many court cards are here. Now we have two knights that describe their current emotions. And actually, I was asking about their emotions, but the tarot is not telling me much actually about their emotions, but we're going to be clarifying. So maybe the clarification cards will shed some light on how they feel about you. But how they feel about the situation is that they're up in the head. It gives them a lot of anxiety. And it's almost like they can't handle what's going on. Maybe they're losing sleep over this, over what happened. I'm hearing that they're afraid of somebody not approving of them. They're afraid of failure, basically. And this is what's on their mind day and night. They're afraid to fail in this relationship with you. Also, the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Coins, it feels like this relationship is moving along at snail pace, so slow that sometimes it almost seems like it's not going anywhere. And the Knight of Coins, as you can see, this character is all dressed up in heavy armor, metal, and keeping their chest very protected by this coin, and all this heavy armor is like, they're not so much about emotions. They're about safety and security. They're about comfort zone. And I feel like feelings for them are uncomfortable. And the Knight of Swords is actually such a character who tends to be in and out. Maybe they're in and out of your life. Maybe they change their mind all the time. They're acting unreliable and not trustworthy, honestly. And especially for the Knight of Swords, it could be true that they're keeping their options open and they're not committing. So let's see why the fear of commitment. That's what I'm picking up on. I'm also feeling that they're running away from facing conflicts. So why the fear of commitment? We have the King of Wands and yet another court card. Let's get another one. Queen of Pentacles and still a court card. So, okay, it seems like there are other characters or personalities or people who are influencing this dynamic between the two of you. Maybe there are multiple options. Maybe they have a parent who is very much involved in their life. They could have children who might also make the situation more difficult between the two of you. They might have an ex that they're dealing with, or maybe they're having a current partner or partners that they're dealing with. What I feel is that they're afraid of letting people down around them. But the Ten of Swords indicates that they have already let you down as well. So yeah, that's just what I'm getting. Also, the King of Wands could be about sexual desires that are not controlled. So maybe it's almost like they might need to have somebody around all the time. Maybe they need to have an option. And also by keeping so many people around them, it's kind of like ensuring that they're never alone, or that they never feel abandoned, or they never feel disapproved. If somebody disapproves of them, maybe they just move on to the next option. That's the type of energy that's coming right now. This person is just too much up in the head. They're too much driven by their passion, their fire, their wanting to explore. That's what I'm hearing here. All right, so let's check out now the Love Oracle cards and see what we need to know about your person, Aquarius. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And also what I'm hearing specifically right now coming is that this person is making the same mistakes over and over. It's almost like they're not learning from the past. And perhaps that could bring in the outdated thinking energy. Maybe they have a pattern that they have been doing, and it feels like it's their life, the way the energies work, it's almost like they bring up the opportunities for them to shift out of that. So let's see, what else do we need to know? The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, and the other woman. What I'm picking up on right now is jealousy. Maybe one of these options that your person has, maybe they're jealous, and I feel also that maybe they try to manipulate your person somehow to be with them. You know, what are their options? It could be also an ex, is what I'm hearing. So definitely there is this competitive energy around this person. It's almost like maybe there are some characters who are fighting for his or her attention. Yeah, that's just what I'm getting. Now, a little bit back to this cassette card, I feel like much depends on their free will here, whether they're even open to change or if they embrace change. All right, so let's now check out their probable future actions towards you. The King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Five of Coins. You know, this king and queen here. The king and queen are a matching pair in that sense that there is male and female energy. So it's almost like in a way they complete each other, but they're not matching as far as the emotional component. One is too much up in the head, one is the swords, one is the cups. So I feel like you live more from the heart in this relationship, and your person lives more from the head. They're more rational. They're more about logic and trying to be rational about every decision that they make. Maybe they're trying to solve it like a math problem. And you come in more from the heart aspect, where there's the feeling of belonging and unity and creativity and giving love. But the King of Swords seems to be guarded by this sword in front of them. This is positioned in front of them, almost like protecting them from any reception of these emotions that they might actually sense could actually derail them from their rational life. So it's almost like they perceive emotions as not desirable or something. That's what's coming. And so because of this dynamic, there might be the sense of disappointment between the two of you, or I don't know, another breakup, a letdown, feeling left out in the cold, because I feel like this person, the King of Swords, is acting cold when it comes to emotions. They're acting distant from you. They're distancing themselves. They're separating themselves, and that might disappoint you. So let's just see. Clarification for the King of Swords. Why is this person so afraid of emotions? The World. You know, I feel like they're afraid of change. The World card indicates that maybe a cycle has come to an end between the two of you because there was too much rigidity on their part. They didn't want to change something. And the World card indicates that maybe the two of you have completed a cycle, meaning that the two of you have already learned everything from each other that you could have learned under the current circumstances. And for this relationship to pick up again, something would need to change. And I feel like this person is just not too open to that right now. It's much like that hangman energy. You know, are they able to see something differently? Are they able to see their universe differently? It would bring healing to the situation. Let's get another clarification for the King of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. Yet another court card. Like all of the court cards are here almost. You know, the Knight of Cups, now the Knight energy again is not ready to commit, but I feel like this person might be more ready to actually open from the heart. Okay, so I feel like even though they're rational, but maybe there's a transformation going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. So I feel like they're not neutral about you. They're not... they might put on an I don't care attitude, but I don't think that they're completely neutral about you, because I feel like they are developing feelings. So let's see why the Five of Cups is here. Because the Five of Cups indicates the loss of something valuable. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, I feel like maybe this Wheel of Fortune energy is moving your person out of their comfort zone, and maybe that's the loss. Maybe they're losing their comfort zone, and it can actually make them feel insecure at first. But if they trust the opportunities that the universe brings up for them, and if they're open to change, I feel like this is all about trust. You know, are they ready to take the next step? For them to evolve? Are they ready? Are they able to trust and move with the punches? This is because if they are, this Wheel of Fortune is going to move them out of stagnation. This can bring a lot of positive changes. It's almost like, you know, luck is on your side, their side and your side as well. So let's see, if this person had a message for you, what would it be? Clock. Need time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal and progress. So it's that progress that I felt like something is taking place behind the scenes. Maybe this person is slowly cracking their shell. That's what it feels like. And time can be very healing. But of course, it depends on whether you too make that type of decision from your own free will, if you're willing to wait. But it's almost like this person is asking for your patience. Let's see what else would they want to say to you. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. And it feels like under the current circumstances, they have reached a certain hiatus as far as being happy, and they're not really making the best choices. And I feel like they are aware of that. So maybe this is the progress. Maybe they're focusing more on their own well-being, about self-love, self-care. You know, what is good for me, for my heart? What do I really want? So these are the changes that it feels like they are taking place in the background, but you know, it feels like it needs time though. So let's see now, where is this relationship headed? What's the next stage? The Two of Wands, Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. So the Wands is very heavily involved here. I feel like there will be lots of communication between the two of you, and it brings a lot of joy, as indicated by the Three of Cups. But also, there's a choice, a decision that will need to be made. However, the Three of Cups indicates still a little bit of superficialness from your person. Maybe they're still not willing to experience the deep, deep connection. They're afraid of emotions. This Three of Cups is many times comes up in my readings when there's some kind of a superficial energy, when there's joy and happiness and celebration, but it's all that type of energy that is passing, that is, let's say, not here to stay. And maybe they like to have fun. And I feel like there will be lots of passion and sexuality, lots of action. maybe this relationship is moving along fast, but it feels like this person will need to make a decision whether they want this to work with you or they want to keep having fun on the superficial level, because I feel like this is what they have been doing up to this point. So let's get a clarification for the Three of Cups. Why is that superficial energy here? The Ten of Wands. It feels like this is how they're numbing their pain. This is how they're numbing the burdens that they're carrying. It's almost like celebrating, and maybe sometimes, the Three of Cups also is telling me the keyword of fling. Maybe they're having flings because it makes them forget about the heavy burdens that they're carrying around. It could be baggage from the past. It could be, I'm hearing, responsibilities. And it's almost like it's somehow blocking their progress. It's somehow blocking their progress. Let's see, what are these burdens about? And it's also burdening the relationship between the two of you. Seven of Cups. Multiple choices. Multiple choice, yeah. Multiple options. And it keeps confusing their energy field. It's almost like when there are too many people around somebody, it's like their energy fields get mixed in. It's almost like they get entangled into different energies, and it seems to be confusing them. Again, I'm feeling the superficial energy here from the Seven of Cups. Maybe this person is having a hard time moving away from their lifestyle that has given them that comfort zone. It feels like this was some kind of a coping mechanism for them to have maybe many options. And now that the fact that they need to make a decision and maybe just, make a decision about whether to be with you or keep having fun with the other options, I feel like it's putting them in front of crossroads, and it could be bringing up tension within them. So let's get a clarification for this Two of Wands then. The Queen of Wands, again a court card. Let's get one more. Ace of Cups. They need to follow their heart, and I feel like in time this shell is cracking, and they will be able to make this decision, because the Queen of Wands, I feel like it is symbolizing their energy field, that they are in charge of their lives. It's almost like, it might take time for them to get that type of setup in their life, or how do I say it? It doesn't feel like they're ready for that now, but it feels like in time they will be ready to connect from the heart. That's what I feel from the Ace of Cups. It's just a process, it's just a process. Right now, this person is very much living their passion, so to say. Okay, but Aquarius, this is just the current energy. This is not set in stone. The energies change all the time. And once this challenge is solved in this next stage, you will be able to move on to the next stage after that. So this is my reading for you if you have someone on your mind. And I'm going to be continuing with the singles next. So if you are single or waiting on new love, Aquarius, let's see what the tarot has in store for you in love and relationships. So let's see. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay, I feel like, for some of you, this could be career, money related. And in that case, you might be starting a new job that seems like it can give you a very successful journey. Could be a new beginning, maybe a whole new career. And I feel like it will definitely lead to stability, and you can make a lot of your dreams come true. That's what's coming right now. It will give you a lot of stability. A home, I feel like some of you will be buying a home, I hear. So yeah, that's okay. That's the money aspect. All right, now let's see for relationships. I feel like you will have chance to meet someone who could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, with whom the start of the relationship might be a little bit slow, but it will be stable. It will be progressing nicely. It feels safe and secure for the both of you. And it feels like there's a lot of trust. It feels like you have common goals. And I feel like it will lead to, I'm hearing marriage, because here's the Four of Wands. This is having a home together, a family, a happy life together. This is a deep, intense connection even. It could be the twin flame soulmate type relationship, even if you believe in that. But that's the type of happiness that's coming through the tarot right now. All right, so Aquarius, this is very, very positive. So that's what I have for you if you're single, and I appreciate you being here. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and enjoy your day.